So sort of clear the space here that we'll be holding, I'll be holding for you, and that we'll be practicing in. So little sage, imagine you can smell it. Take a deep breath. Just feel that wave of relaxation. So drop that in here. I'm actually gonna see if this. Let's get started. Welcome to your practice. My name is Hillary Lowbridge. I'm a yoga teacher in Madisonville, Kentucky. And I have a studio here. It's called Home. And just really quick, at the top, if you're watching this live, if you're practicing live with me, or if you're watching this video in some way later, I have set up a Patreon. So if you would like to subscribe, join the Patreon for more exclusive benefits, you can just go to patreon.com/Hillary with one L, Lowbridge Yoga, and check that out. So, we're going to begin in a comfortable seated position. Let your shoulders roll back and down. Sort of shake things out a little bit. If you need to silence any of your devices, you can do so now. And we'll just start by stopping, hitting the pause button. And this is your ability, even in the thick of chaos or crisis or overwhelm, to just pause, to turn your attention inward, to shift your focus from everything external that's happening all around you to your vast internal world. And you may feel initially a little bit fidgety. You might feel like you need to wiggle and squiggle, and that is okay. Eventually, let these sort of wiggles and squiggles, these larger movements, transition into smaller, more mindful adjustments. Letting those smaller, more mindful adjustments segue into stillness. And turn your attention to the breath. You don't have to change it. Just notice the breath moving in and out. Notice if there's any imprint on your breath of the kind of day you've had, and the kind of week you've had, the kind of 2 weeks that we've all had. And this isn't about changing or fixing. This is just noticing, shifting from everything external to everything internal. Notice how you feel physically. Start to deepen the breath. And check in with your headspace, your mood, your attitude, the nature of your thoughts. Setting this intention here to be present. Everything else can wait. This is time for you. So for this next little bit of time we have together, everything else can fall away. And now you are on this safe, sacred yoga island, where there's no judgment, there's no criticism. Maybe you need to kind of feel that relief move through you. There's nothing to do, there's nowhere to go, there's no way to be. Take a deep breath in, fill up. Let it go out through your mouth with a big sigh. Again, deep breath in, fill up. And out through your mouth. One more time, deepest breath yet. Inhale, and at the top of this breath, pause. Feel that sense of suspension. You're not underwater. Maybe you can sip in a little bit more. Out through your mouth. Then blink open your eyes. Namaste. We'll begin the asana posture practice in a chest opener. If you have blocks, you can use your yoga blocks for this. If you don't have blocks, you could roll a blanket and just put a blanket across the mat to go underneath your shoulder blades, and that would be plenty. If you have a bolster, you could use a bolster, okay? If you are using blocks, the block underneath your head, start it at the high level, and then the block that will be closer to your tailbone, bring that to the medium height. And Natalia, this is for you and everyone else, but Natalia loves this. Lay back. It's also for me. I love this. Lay back. So the block is here underneath the shoulder blades. So the wingtips of the shoulder blades are at the bottom edge of the block. And then the top block will be underneath the head. And you can begin here at the higher level. So you're just checking in with your neck. And there's a little bit of a hammocking sensation there in the back of the neck. Now, if this is okay for you, you can take this block and turn it down one level. So now the blocks are at the same height, and I like to lift my bottom up and sort of just adjust my low back a little bit, wiggle a little bit, explore the space. And if this feels okay to you, and you want to go a little bit deeper, if you've been hunched over your computer or your phone or the sink or wherever, and you're really needing to open up, you might be able to take this top block to the lower level. And some of you might not need a block at all. And stretch your arms up and overhead. Interlace your fingers and press the palms away from the crown. Oh, yeah. And if you're on a blanket or a bolster, same idea. We are just looking to create a little bit of space here through the chest. So let the arms come out wide, nice and wide. And you can keep your feet just on the ground here. That is wonderful. Some of you might like to take a hip opener, soles of the feet together, knees dropping out to the right and left. Right. I find that when I'm really going deep into the chest, I prefer my hips to not be in external rotation like this. So I like to keep my feet on the ground or take the knees in or even take the legs out long. Up to you. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. On the exhalation, feeling everything melt down. And this works if you're just lying on your back as well. And one more breath. Nice. And then to release here, You want to make sure that you lead with your heart and not with your face. Nobody built a brick wall here while you were lying down. Right? And your head is essentially like a bowling ball attached to the rest of your body by a string. So even though the instinct is to lift your head first, that will do nothing to actually bring you up. It will just eventually strain your neck. So if it feels insurmountable to come up without lifting your head, just roll to one side and press yourself up to sit. Some people like to reach and grab the back of the hamstrings and pull up. I like to just bring my hands onto the ground, lift my feet, and come up slowly. See, head comes up very last. Then take a moment. Notice how you feel. We'll set the blocks aside and find a comfortable seat. Sukhasana, sitting with the shins crossed and the feet underneath the knees, or you can stack the legs here in front of the groin. Roll the shoulders, and just notice the effects of that chest opener. Maybe it's easier now to breathe a little bit more deeply. So that alone is a fantastic sort of standalone practice. Just anytime you sort of need to reset, you're feeling sort of constricted and congested and everything's getting really compact here, just lay back, let the chest open, take a few deep breaths, and it can really shift not just how you feel physically, but also your mood. Okay. So reach your arms up, deep breath in. Interlace your fingers, press your palms up toward the ceiling. Let's move gently to the right and to the left. Oy, ay, ay. And then taking the left hand down, the right arm arcs over. And keep the right hip nice and heavy, and just right into a little bit of gentle movement. Inhaling, coming up about halfway, exhaling, taking it over. Both of the shoulders slide down away from the ears. Start to move with your breath. And check back in as you did at the very beginning. Notice your body. Notice how it's feeling. Notice your breath moving in and out. Notice your headspace, your mood, your attitude. And inhale, reaching both arms up, deep breath. Twist to the right, exhale. So pushing the right fingertips down to the earth behind your hip and press your left hand or left fingertips into the thigh. So you lengthen here, lift up, draw the shoulders back and down. And then take the gaze, turning it to look over the right shoulder. Deep breath. And then turn your gaze to look out over the left shoulder. So you're still in the twist. And just lean your head a little bit to the left so you just feel a little bit of space in the right side of your neck. And this is great for lymphatic drainage. Inhale, unwind, reach the arms up, deep breath, and take your right hand down, left arm arcing over. Right into the movement, inhaling and exhaling. Notice if your mind is trying to jump around to things that are not right here in front of you, places, people, to-do lists, worries, right? Bring it back. Use your breath as the anchor. Every time you feel your mind wander, and you actually notice your mind has wandered, that's actually a win. You're back. So use your breath to really anchor yourself into the present moment. This exhalation, this inhalation. Inhale, reaching the arms up, deep breath. Exhale, take the twist to the left. Pressing into your left fingertips, pressing the right fingertips with a hand down to the thigh, shoulders roll back. Spine is long, spine is tall. Take the gaze out over the left shoulder. Deep breath. Then everything stays the same. Just turn your gaze to look out over the right shoulder. And then just take the ear to the right a little bit more so you feel a little more space here at the left side of your neck. Good. Inhale, unwind to reach the arms up. Exhale, releasing the arms all the way down. Lean back, bring your fingertips onto the earth, take your legs out in front of you, and just give them a little shake out. You're pummeling the calves into the earth. Pummel, pummel, pummel. And then circle your ankles. Oh. You have 26 joints in each one of these incredible feet that carry you around. So giving them a little love. Maybe thank your feet. Thank you, feet. Circle it around. Good. And then bring the soles of the feet together to Baddha Konasana. We'll rock a little bit side to side here. Rocking back and forth. Then come back through center. You can hook the big toes or hold onto your shins. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lifting, opening. Exhale, and round. 3 more like this. 2. And 1 more deep breath. Coming back through center. You can lean over to the left and take your right leg out at an angle. Just take a moment here. You might right away find a little stretch through the inner right thigh. Deep breath in, reach up. And exhale, release the arms back down. You can sort of rock here a little bit, just explore the space. Now, lean to the left again and bend the right knee so that your left foot is right here against the right thigh. And we'll isolate the right hip, pressing it forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. And then add a little twist. So you press forward and the right arm reaches across, bringing it back. So exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Just feel the arm gliding through the space. And then press down into your left hand, lift up onto your shins, reach your right arm up, and bringing it back down. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. 1, 2. 1. Good. Lean back over to the left. Bring your right leg around. Just hold on to it and give it a little rock here. Now you might like to take your arms underneath the calf, or you may be able to put the foot right into the crook of the elbow and then wrap the opposite arm around. Just a little rock. A lot of times in the studio I joke with my students, we'll be doing this and I'll say very, calmly, now go ahead and place your ankle behind your neck. No, you don't have to do that. This is your practice, right? Yoga is not about being able to twist yourself into a pretzel. It's about coming home to your body. And that is the body you have right now, today. And whatever it's able to do now, right? Let's bring that back down. Okay. And just reset for a moment. Come back to that Baddha Konasana, bound angle, soles of the feet together, rock side to side. Good. And we will lean over here to the right and take the left leg out wide rather, and long. Just a little bit of movement to check in. Might right away feel that stretch through the inner thigh a little bit. Just move around. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale. Release the arms back down. Now lean over to the right. Bend the left knee. Bringing the right foot here in front of the left thigh. Isolate the hip, pressing it forward and back. And you could stay with this movement. You can stay right here. If you like, at the arm. Exhale. Inhale. So as we move into this practice today, please remember that there's nothing that has to happen. You could just lie down onto your back and take Shavasana the whole time if you would like. That's right. You're pressing into your right hand, lifting up, and then down. All right, what does your body need right now? If anything I offer doesn't feel right to you, you have any sharp or shooting pain, it just feels, something's not quite right, don't do it. Shift, modify, adjust, take rest as you need to. Good. Lean back over to the right, bringing the left leg around, and give the leg a little rock. Again, you can just hold on, maybe your leg's down here, that's okay. Maybe you can bring it in a little bit closer. So sometimes we joke, it's like you're rocking a baby. And I was making this joke one night in class. Just rock your baby, give it a little kiss. And this new student pipes up from the middle of the room somewhere and says, stop it with the baby talk. I came here to get away from my kids. Whew, touche. I have never told anyone to rock a baby again. Right, rock your leg. A little rock, 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 rock. Bring that back down. And side to side, Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees out wide. And then let's check in, see if this feels a little different at this point. You can hook the toes or hook the shins, lengthen through the spine. Just a little forward fold. You don't have to go far. Hinging at the hips, not rounding the spine. Just lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. And then lifting it back up. Lean back. We'll take both legs out. This wider angle. Right, and if you move too fast, like I just did, you might cramp up a little bit. In which case you come back. You gotta work it out. And then try again. So anytime you move too far, too fast, you trigger the stretch reflex, which is just your sort of the buddy muscle of whatever cramped, or the buddy muscle cramps. So the muscle trying to protect its buddy will cramp up to keep you from moving too far, too fast. Right? So that's why we always move really slowly. That's why just staying connected to what's happening in the body, exploring the range of motion a little bit at a time. So I'm just moving around here. It's nothing particularly specific, just sort of checking in with how this feels. And sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your arms up. Twist gently toward your right leg. Full breath. And exhale, bring the fingertips down on either side of the leg and begin to walk yourself forward. But you're not going into a completely static stretch. Let the breath create a little bit of movement. Not, Jane Fonda pulsation. Not like you're trying to snap a rubber band, but just a little bit of movement here, allowing the breath to guide you. If it's available, you could take your left hand to the outside of the right leg and the right arm straight back from the hip. Deep breath in, straighten through the elbows. Make sure your left sits bone's still on the ground and you're not sort of rocking up to get too far. Now, bend both of your elbows and breathe. Use the breath to create space. So wherever there's compression, you're breathing into it. It's like blowing up a balloon against the floor or against a wall. So the breath has to go somewhere. And straighten the elbows, inhale. Bring the hands back around the leg, walk it back in, and turn back towards center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, twist toward your left leg. Inhale and reach through your fingertips, energize through the fingers. Exhale, bring the fingers on either side of the leg. Now, right away, you might notice that this side feels very different than the first side. You are not stamped out in a factory, right? You are not symmetrical or balanced, one side versus the other. You might think this is someone else's body now, right? So that's okay. Start to explore the breath, allowing the exhalation to maybe move you a little bit deeper into the stretch. But keep that sense of movement. Keep that sense of your right hip trying to look at your left heel. So the benefits of stretching with the breath are so much greater than stretching without the breath. In fact, without the breath, you're not getting any oxygen into the tissue, right? It's sort of almost pointless. You're just kind of pulling. And then if it's available, right hand to the outside of the left shin, left arm straight back. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend both of the elbows. Fold over the leg. Now, it does not matter how far you go in these poses. It does not matter at all. Find your edge. And usually if you walk up to the edge of a cliff, you instinctively back up a little bit. Same thing here. You find that edge of flexibility or the edge of strength, right? Then you back up a little bit and breathe. One more deep breath. Inhale, straighten the elbows. Exhale, walk the hands back in. Inhale, you're still in a twist. Exhale, unwind. And then just sway here, side to side to side. Bring your fingertips in front. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, start to walk the fingers forward, but keep your spine nice and long. Keep your chest moving forward. You're not rounding and keeping the spine neutral. Deep breath in. Exhale, maybe you find a little bit more space, maybe you don't. But again, use the breath. So there's a little bit of a lift as you inhale, and a little bit of a release as you exhale. Don't worry about how far you go into a stretch, right? It's going to look different in every body. Every pose looks different in every body. But the benefits are still the same because it is relative to your body and to your body right now in this moment, which is entirely different than your body yesterday or what your body will feel like tomorrow. Walk your hands back in. Lean back, bend your knees, feet a good distance away from the groin so you have this diamond shape. Full breath. Exhale and hinge forward. Let the forehead melt toward the heels. This is going to be more of a myofascial release. I find that it feels really good after Uttanasana Konasana, which is the wide angle forward fold you were just in. Lifting that back up. Bring your fingertips back behind you. Shake the legs out again. And then cross the shins. Sukhasana. Take a moment here. Notice how you feel. One hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. And say silently or aloud, this is a grounded practice. This is a rooted practice. This is a steady practice. This is a practice of being present to myself, to my body, my mind, my spirit. Say to yourself silently or aloud, this is my practice. This is for me. Take a deep breath in. Let it go out through your mouth. Let your eyes blink open. And come on to hands and knees. Tabletop posture. Okay. So the hands are directly underneath the shoulders. The knees underneath the hips. Round the spine, press the ground away. Oh. Inhale, draw the chest forward. Exhale, round. And inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale and round. Inhale. Exhale one more time, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Come back through to a neutral spine. Take your right hand and turn it clockwise. Fingers point toward the knees. So the wrists are still in line with one another, but your right fingertips are pointing toward the knee. Left fingertips are still pointing forward. And then turn your toes under and gently start to draw back just until you feel a little stretch through the wrist, through the underside of the arm, maybe up into the upper arm a little bit. You can drop your head down. Breathe. Forward, peel the hand up, give it a little shake, 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 shake. So if you've been on the computer a whole bunch, you're gonna give your hands and your fingers a little bit of love. Now turn the top of the hand onto the ground, fingers point toward the knee. Don't put all of your weight onto this, but just a little press, maybe a little smush. And then same idea, start to draw back until you feel this stretch to the top of your forearm. You can drop the head down. Deep breath. up, pick the hand up, shake, 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 shake it out. And we'll go over to the other side. So left hand turns counterclockwise, fingers toward the knee. And again, this hand might feel really different. This whole arm might feel different. Drop the bottom back just until you feel a little bit of stretch there. Breathing into it. Come forward. Peel the hand up. Shake, 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 shake it out. And then turn the top of the hand to the ground, a little smush, and then gently draw it back until you feel the stretch through the forearm. Breathe. Forward again, peel the hand up, shake, 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 shake it out. And now, and I'll turn toward you for this. You take the hands and turn them same way. So right hand is going clockwise, left hand is going counterclockwise, and bring the tips of your pinky fingers together. And you can actually do that after the fact. You just sort of want to space it out. So the fingers come down, pinky fingers together, and then heels of the hands toward one another. And then we start to draw back gently. You can drop the head. Good. Come forward, peel the hands up, stand up onto your shins, shake the hands out, shake, 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 shake. Just clear the space around you a little bit, like, wow, all the energy, clear, clear, clear. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. And we'll come back onto the hands and knees, tabletop posture. Now keep the hips directly on top of your knees. If you are on the tall side, like me, you can back up to the back of your mat so you have room, you have somewhere to go. Hips stay over the knees. Walk the hands forward, coming into Anahatasana, or the puppy stretch. I like to take the hands to the width of the mat, put a little micro bend into the elbows, lengthen the back of the neck, just check in. If you're straining to look forward, right, you're putting your neck, your cervical spine into extension. So tuck the chin down a little bit, feel that length through the back of the neck, take a deep breath in, and exhale, allow your chest to melt toward the earth. Imagine you're buckling the floor between your hands, so your triceps firm in and under. You feel a sense of broadening through the upper back and the shoulders. Keep melting down. I'm sure you've seen your dog or your cat take this stretch every single time they get up because they are smarter than us. They're natural yogis. They know how to keep their body feeling good. They're not afraid to take up space, to do what they need to do. We can learn a lot from animals and babies. Lifting yourself back up, walk the hands back in, and just sort of wag your tail, shake your head out. And let's press up and back to downward facing dog. Feet are hip width apart. Hands shoulder width apart or maybe a little bit wider. Wrist creases parallel with the top of the mat. You can always just keep a little bend in your knees here on this first round. Try to buckle the floor between the hands again. So the arms are active, lengthen all four sides of the neck. Imagine your shoulder blades like saucers turned upside down on your upper back. Then come high up onto the balls of the toes. Maybe take the feet to the width of the mat. Take a deep breath. And exhale, let the heels melt down toward the earth. So you're not forcing ever. Breathing into the space. And then bringing the feet back to hip width apart. Downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg up slowly. Inhale, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. Exhale, set the foot back down. Left leg, inhale, beginning, middle, end. Exhale, slowly, leg comes back down. And start to walk your toes toward your hands. And then put a little bend into your knees. Walk your hands, you can come onto fingertips, back towards your toes. Nice bend in the knees. So don't worry about stretching your hamstrings. Just allow your spine to cascade down. Drop your head, shake it out. Could grab opposite elbows and sway. Good. Drop your arms down, bend your knees, and roll. Vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Head comes up very last. Take a moment to notice how you feel. So let's step forward to the top of the mat and move into just a little bit of slow, juicy flow. It's the end of a long week. Just need to kind of move around a little bit. Get rid of some of this built up tension, tightness that might be living in your body. So top of the mat, feet hip width apart, toes point forward, root down into the three corners of the feet. Lift and spread your toes. And again, put one hand over your heart center, one hand over your belly. And close your eyes. Reconnect with your body, reconnect with your breath. Check back in with your head space. It's almost like you've put this soundproof glass wall right up in the middle of your head. And on one side, it's you and your breath. And on the other side, it's all of the thoughts. Right? So you can see that there's that busyness happening over there, but you cannot engage. You can't engage. And it will all still be there when you are done with your practice. But for now, you and your breath, body. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinging over the hips, little bend in the knees, swan dive all the way down. You might like to have your blocks here, pressing into the blocks, allows you to shift the weight forward slightly. If you take the legs towards straight, gives you a little bit of sense of rebound, deep breath. And exhale, fold. Now, you can frame the feet with the blocks. Step your right foot back to a lunge. And look underneath you. Make sure that your feet are hip width apart. You are not on a balance beam. This is good news. Rock a little bit, forward and back. And you might like to shorten the stance just a little bit. We're going to take that cat-dog shape in the upper back here. So exhale, round the spine a little bit. Inhale, draw the chest forward. Exhale and round. Inhale, forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the right foot to meet the left. And fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. And step the left foot back to the lunge. So you don't have to go super far. Go as far as is comfortable for you. I really like blocks here because even if I can reach the ground, right, it sort of gets smushy and my alignment is off a little bit. So having blocks just helps to create more space and helps to improve alignment. Okay, so I'm going to shorten the stance a little bit and then exhale, rounding the upper back, drop the head. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, and exhale, left foot steps forward to meet the right and fold. Half lift, press the fingertips into the shins or hands into the blocks, keep the back of the neck long. Fold, exhale. Roll up, slowly vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, find the lunge. We'll just take one round. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, put the right knee down on the ground, point the right toes behind you. Inhale, reach up into the low lunge. Exhale, elbows bend, lift through your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, draw the belly in, tailbone heavy, lift the floor of your pelvis. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the blocks. Inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, right foot steps forward next to the left and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Exhale, round the upper back, drop the head. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, knee down, point the toes behind you. Inhale, reach the arms up, low lunge. Exhale, bend the elbows, spin the palms forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melting into the left hip flexor. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale, hands to the blocks. Inhale, pick the back knee up. Exhale, left foot steps forward and fold. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold it in. Bend the knees. Reach the arms all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Hands into the heart center. Light on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinging forward. Swan dive all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back to the lunge. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, right knee to the ground. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the earth or to your blocks. Inhale, taking the right hip over the right knee, left leg towards straight. Exhale, melting forward. Inhale and lift. So be really mindful here that you're honoring the natural curve of the low back. A lot of times what I see in class is people doing this, flushing the low back out and then folding. And so then maybe it looks like you're super flexible, but you're just creating dysfunction in the low back, which is probably antithetical to why you're practicing yoga. So instead, keep that sense of curvature here. Draw the belly in, long spine, and then the hinge at the hip. I just go this far, and now I have a lot of sensation in the hamstring. So maybe it looked cooler when I was doing it out of alignment, right? And maybe in a group class, your ego starts to tell you, like, I need to look a certain way, right? It does not matter what you look like. It's the sensation. So we'll inhale again. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Lunging into the left knee. Inhale. Lift the right knee up. Exhale, step the right foot forward and fold. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold it in. Bend the knees, inhale, root to rise, arms reach up. Exhale, hands into the heart. Second side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinging forward, swan dive all the way down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold and step the left foot back. Inhale, exhale, round. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, left knee down, press into the top of the foot. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the blocks, slide it back. Ardha Hanumanasana. So take that little check-in again. Make sure you're not flushing the low back. Keep it honest. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So I'm not going very far on this exhalation. One more. Lunging into your right knee. Take a deep breath. And exhale, left foot steps forward to meet the right. Fold. Half lift. Exhale. Bend the knees. Arms reach all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands into the heart center. Adding on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, step the right foot back. Pause for the inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, right knee down. Press into the top of the foot. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the chest. Inhale, maybe now you're reaching almost back. Exhale, hands to the blocks. Left leg to straight. Inhale. Exhale, folding over the left leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lunge into the left knee. Okay. Adding on, picking the right knee back up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, take the left leg towards straight, lift the right heel high, press the feet away from one another, lengthen your spine. Inhale, lunge into the left knee. Exhale, left leg towards straight, right heel lifts. Inhale. One more, exhale. Inhale, and exhale, right foot steps forward and fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Find the lunge. Okay, pause for the inhale. Exhale, round. Draw the belly in. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, left knee down. Press into the top of the foot. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift your chest. Inhale, reach the arms up, maybe even back. Exhale, hands to the blocks, right leg toward straight. Inhale, lift. Exhale. and fold. Lunge into the right knee. Lift the left knee up. Take a deep breath. Exhale, right leg towards straight. Lift the left heel high. Press the mat. Press the feet away from one another like you're stretching your sticky mat. Lunge into the right knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step the left foot forward and fold. Half lift. Exhale. Bend the knees, reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands into the heart center. So notice if you're starting to rush, if you're starting to sort of pick up momentum and get ahead of yourself, bring yourself back. This is a grounded practice. Root down into your feet. Feel the strength, the stability, the presence of your body. Hands in front of the heart, gaze forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinging over the hips, fold, swan dive down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back. So maybe starting to get familiar with the pattern here. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, draw the chest forward. Exhale, knee down. Inhale, reaching up. So you're moving with the breath. Exhale, bend the elbows. Every movement has a beginning, middle, and an end, only to begin again. Inhaling and reaching back. Exhaling, taking the left leg to straight. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lunge into the left knee. Pick the right knee up. Exhale, just one round. Left leg straight, right heel lifts high. Inhale, lunge into the knee. Now, spin the heel down, look underneath you, line up, heel and instep. Left knee over the left ankle. Lead with your right arm, windmill all the way up. Virabhadrasana 2. So you can put your hands onto your hips and just take a moment to make sure that you are building the posture from the ground up. Right? It's all about the foundation. Whatever's happening in your feet is going to have an effect on everything all the way up through your body. And yoga is about alignment, inner alignment, outer alignment, finding alignment in the physicality so that we can maybe start to take that off the mat and find alignment in our lives, right? There's a quote that happiness is when my thoughts, my words, and my actions are in alignment. So find that alignment here in Virabhadrasana 2. And we'll just take 3 rounds of movement. Inhale, straighten the left knee, reach the arms up. Exhale, lunge. Arms parallel to the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And take a deep breath. Exhale, windmill the arms all the way down. Pivot to the ball of the back foot, look forward, inhale. Exhale, right foot steps forward, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back to the lunge. So this is the pattern. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, draw it forward. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale, reaching the arms. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift through the chest. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, hands to the blocks. Right leg to straight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lunging into the knee. Lift the back knee up. Just one round. Exhale. Right leg towards straight. Left heel high. Inhale, lunge into the right knee. Spin the left heel down. Now you have all the time in the world. Look down. Make sure the heel and the instep are in a line and the right knee is tracking here over the right ankle. Windmill the arms up. Warrior two. And just take your arms back behind you. You can make fists. Press the fists into one another. Right? You might be able to sort of walk your fingers down the length of your forearms. Roll your shoulders back. Root your tailbone down. Draw the belly in. So no pitching through the low back. And check back in with that foundation. Lift through your chest. Reach the arms out wide. Inhale, straight leg. Arms reach high. Exhale. And deep breath in. Windmill the arms all the way down. Exhale, pivot, look forward. Exhale, left foot steps, and fold. Half lift. Exhale. Root to rise, arms reach up. Exhale, hands into the heart center. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, and fold forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold right foot, steps back. Inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift through your chest. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, take the left leg to straight. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lunge into the knee, lifting right knee. Exhale, left leg towards straight, right heel lifts high. Inhale, lunge into the left knee, spin the right heel down. Exhale. Inhale, windmill all the way up, warrior two. Exhale, land. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Reverse, right hand down, left arm reaching up and back. And then take the left leg just straight, stay in this reverse, and take all of that space with you to triangle pose. Left hand to the inside, the left leg, right arm reaches up. Breathe. So we've gone from moving, just non-stop with the breath, to sustaining a pose. So notice the shift. Energetically, in your breath. One more. On the exhale, lunging into the left knee. Now you might like to have a block handy, or both of them for that matter, so you step up into balancing half moon. So the pelvis is rotating away from the inner left thigh. Flex the right foot, maybe reaching the right arm up. 3, Ujjayi breath. 2, 1. Bring the right hand down, square off the hips, deep breath. Now, bend both knees. Take your right foot behind your left foot all the way off the mat. Then keep bending your knees until you put the right knee down to the outside of the left ankle, and then sit all the way down onto your bottom. So your left ankle is going to be on the other side of your right thigh. Now, twist to the left. Try to bring the sits bones even. Feel that compression there in your left side. Breathing into it. And unwind. You may have to bring yourself back onto the mat. And then lift your legs. Bring them parallel to the earth. Draw the belly in, Navasana, boat pose. If you're shaking, you're alive. Good. Cross the shins, plant the hands, step the feet back, downward facing dog. So maybe you've noticed that this has been a very non-traditional flow, right? We haven't done a million chaturangas. We actually haven't done really any down dogs except for in the warm-up. Right, and that's purposeful. I like to switch it up. I love sun salutations. I love traditional Ashtanga vinyasa, but I think it's really important to switch things up, not only for your physical health, but mentally as well. We can get into a rut in our practice, just doing the same thing over and over. You can come high on the balls of the toes, bend the knees, sink the hips, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, and fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. We're in the middle of a flow, remember? Let's step the left foot back and do the second side. Inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, forward. Exhale, left knee down. Hopefully you're sort of getting out of your head now and getting into your body, getting into the rhythm here. Exhale. Inhale, reach it back. You know this now. You don't even need me to say it. Ardha Hanuman, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lunge, lift the back knee. Exhale. Lunge into the right knee, spin the heel down. Windmill up, warrior two. One round of movement, reach up and bring it back down. Now, reverse. And make sure you're not collapsing into your left arch or into your left ankle. Okay, make sure you press your right knee a little more to the right. Good. Now straighten the right knee. Feel all this space you've created through your right side and take it with you to triangle pose. And breathe. Look down with the right knee. Step up. Balancing half moon. I think I said right knee and I meant right foot. Deep breath. From the outer right thigh in. Pelvis rotating away from the inner right thigh. Root the tailbone toward the back heel. Draw the belly in. Maybe lift that back leg a little higher. Inner thigh away from the earth. Bring the left hand down, square off the hip. Here's that sort of interesting way to get into your twist. Bend both knees, take the left foot all the way off the mat. Keep bending. You're aiming your left knee for the outside of your right ankle. And then, it might not be the most graceful thing you've done today. Sit all the way down, and we will wring it out. And unwind. Maybe you have to recenter yourself on the mat. Navasana, boat pose. So give it your all. A little push here. Belly strong, long spine. Cross the shins, plant the hands, step it back. Downward facing dog. Shift it forward into your plank pose. Top of a push-up. Draw the belly in. Bring the knees down. Lower all the way to the belly. Okay. Lift the knees up so you can lengthen the front of the legs. Tops of the feet down, elbows underneath the shoulders, coming into Sphinx pose. So activate the legs, tops of the feet press down, inner thighs squeeze in. I find it helpful to root the pinky toes down. Don't overly clench your bottom, right? Don't take that energy up into the low back. Then claw into the pads of your fingertips. Imagine you're dragging your chest through your arms. Like you're on the side of a mountain. If we flip this, just one orientation, right? You're on the side of the mountain trying not to slide down. Good, let everything from your hips down soften. Push into your elbows and very slowly bend your knees. Draw your belly in, so activate the core, so no strain in your low back. Exhale, bringing the feet back down. Take your hands to the corners of the sticky mat. Maybe you lift the elbows and take them to straight. And deep breath. And exhale, lengthen as you lower, like you're pulling yourself long. You can bring your forehead to stacked hands here. And just take a moment, smush your hips. Notice how you feel. Bring your hands on either side of your rib cage. Press yourself up mindfully. Take the knees wide, big toes touch. If you're able to sit onto your heels, it's always a good idea to do this first. If your hips a little smush, touching the front thigh muscles, releasing the ankles. And keep the bottom heavy, walk the hands forward to child's pose. Keep it active. So arms are pressing towards straight, pushing the ground away. Child's pose really almost demands a confrontation with the breath. And I think of it sometimes as a prostration to the heart center, sort of bowing to self. Lifting up slowly, like you're emerging from a cocoon. Bring the knees back in and sit all the way down onto your bottom. And just take a moment here. Notice how you feel. Close your eyes. And give yourself a moment to marinate. To grab a blanket now, and it can be any type of blanket. It doesn't have to be a yoga blanket. And all we're trying to do is create support for the spine with this. So you could roll it into sort of a tube. You could fold it several times. With this one, have it this shape here. I'm just gonna take it and accordion fold it. So pick up about 1/6 of it, fold it over itself, smooth it out. Pick up about 1/6 of it, fold it over itself, smooth it out. And then place it onto your mat. going to sit right in front of it, like so. You're not sitting on it, that's important. And then very mindfully lay back so it's supporting the length of your spine. Snuggle your shoulders down. Okay. And then knees drop in toward one another. The nice thing here is to take your thumbs and even sort of lift your blanket a little bit to fill the hollow at the base of the neck. Just feel your whole body softening here. Gravity does all of the work. The blanket and the earth provide all of the support. See if you can surrender. It's like you're melting over the support of the blanket, feeling the shoulders drop down to the right and left. The knees come apart. You could stay here longer if you like. If you're ready to move on to another restorative, roll over onto your right side, press yourself up. I'm going to take this same blanket and turn it across the mat. And we'll aim, sort of like in that chest opener in the beginning, the wingtips of the shoulder blades on the very top edge. So the shoulder blades will be draping. It's very subtle, but if you tend to round in your upper back and you're hunched over and your posture suffers, this is a great way to release that tension. These are the two restoratives I'm always recommending to my clients who are starting to see that kind of hunch. And it's great because it's effortless. The only effort is getting into the pose, and then the pose does all the work. So I sit here in front of the blanket. I'm going to lay back, and I went too far, right? That's not where I want to be. So I'm going to move myself forward. You can always have a do-over. And then I'll come back. All right, and that's about right. I'm even going to go a little bit forward just by scooching. And then bring the head down. You take your hands and pull up on the occipital ridge at the base of the skull and bring the head down. And the arms come up and overhead here, sort of like you're on a roller coaster. So the shoulder blades are not flush to the earth. They're sort of draping off. The back of the head is on the earth. Now, what I really like to do here that I'm not going to have time to do with you today, but that you can keep in mind, is strap the legs, right? Because naturally, if I just rest here, my legs are going to drop out to the right and left. Right, my toes are going to splay. My hips are going to move into external rotation. And I think it feels really good on the hips and the low back to position the legs so the toes are pointing straight up, the hips are neutral, right? And if you strap the legs, you can just release the effort and the strap holds your legs in this position, and it feels amazing. It feels amazing. But for now, you can just allow yourself to rest here. You can even just keep the feet on the ground, right? Focus more on this little back bend, this little heart opener. And this is one of those I find that you sort of think you are completely relaxed, and then after a minute or so, something kind of drops. yourself to be here. Just noticing. So if you've hit a really sweet spot and you want to stay longer, by all means, please do. If you're ready to transition, feet onto the ground, roll to one side, press yourself up. Head comes up very last. Okay. So lie down onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And we'll take a simple twist. Let your knees melt over to the right, left shoulder heavy. On an exhalation, bring the knees back through center. Inhale, feel the length of the spine. And exhale, let the knees melt over to the left, right shoulder heavy. And deep breath in. Exhale, draw the knees back through center, give yourself a squeeze. And then ask your body if there's anything else it needs. Is there anything else your body is requesting now? Any other movements, any other shapes? It doesn't have to look like yoga. And as you're ready, making your way into Shavasana. Head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Arms alongside the body, but not quite touching. Palms turn up, toes splay out. And you are welcome to grab a cushion or bolster from underneath your thighs. You might like to place a thinly folded blanket under your head. If you have an eye bag, those are great. Put over your eyes, or just a washcloth will work as well. And settle in. And notice the difference now. Notice the difference in how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally. Just notice. For this practice of relaxation, the invitation is to be the witness, to be the observer. Without any judgment, without micromanaging the experience. Notice your body. Notice your breath. Notice that, yeah, you're still thinking. Thoughts are still there, but you're over there on the other side of the glass. And even if they start presenting themselves in vibrant colors or flashing, nothing you can do. So notice that they come and they go. All you have to do now is observe. Notice. Tongue dropping heavy into the base of the mouth. And the skin around the eyes softening. The weight of the body resting on the earth, releasing the bones heavy and sinking. Right now, everything's okay. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go, no way to be. Taking in the words of a poem from Danna Faulds. The title is Witness. When I can be the witness, all manner of miracles occur. Old wounds heal. The past reveals itself to be released. Present dramas play themselves out without sinking emotional talons into my soft skin. The witness welcomes truth and dares to meet reality on its own terms. It is the ground in which the seeds of transformation take root and finally flower. When the witness is awake, the lake of mind is still. And in that mirrored surface, I see my own true face as spirit, smiling back at me. breath. Bringing gentle movement back into the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, slowly waking up. And as you're ready, draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze, and roll over onto your right side. And pause here for a moment, holding yourself in this almost maternal embrace. Absorbing the fruits of your practice. And as you're ready, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. And feel yourself here. Feel the difference. Notice the shift from when you first began this practice. Grounded in the body, steady in the mind, present, maybe a little less reactive. And with this deeper connection to self, perhaps you're able to move off of the mat and back out into your life, making choices motivated by empathy and compassion and love. Recognizing this incredible responsibility we all share for co-creating the world we have to live in together, with our thoughts and our words and our actions. I hope that this practice has been supportive for you. And we'll close the practice together, bringing the hands in front of the heart, dropping the chin to the chest, a gesture of gratitude towards self for taking the time to practice. Om Shanti, 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 Om peace, peace, peace. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. Thank you for practicing.